Hello, good morning. So I'm just sitting here and I'm wondering, fine girl like me, because I'm a fine girl. Let me just wear yellow inside the sun against my skin, and my take is over till law. Final, finishing. But sometimes, like today now, I just came out of my room. I went to do the morning poop. So only me was now thinking, babe, how fine by? How can a fine girl like me and the smell of what I just discharged? Only me was not thinking. All I'm talking about, God is great, because if all of us are walking around as the smell, and we have the smell of what comes out of us following us, none of us will marry. None of us in this life is gonna marry, both male and female. Tori! Sometimes when I'm sitting there as a boss lady, when I just remember the things, the smell of what last time I used toilet, I go say, I'll just humble.
10 years of my life, it pained me, Baba. If I had a kid out of wedlock, I would have been justified that, my wife can do whatever she wants to do. If I had a kid out of wedlock, I would have been justified. What did I do but just love?
So guys, this lady with the siso, and this lady, that they call Mayowa, the lady when he and the husband still they married, go leave the husband, go marry another man. The lady where the US, where the man they send money to. Now remember this man yesterday now. This man will cry yesterday. Where they cry for a wife, say a wife, this man so then the lady, that be the one. So see, this video, let me watch this the end. Because for this video exposed Mayowa about the first marriage, the second marriage, the third marriage. Because this woman deal with that man when they marry, he gonna go marry on that man, and before then he gets some things we go on. We are not gonna talk. I'm gonna watch this video to the end. I say after watching this video, you get what I want to talk. Some people they blame the man, some people they blame the woman. But what I want to talk, they say the man should be blamed for one area. You as a man, before you marry any girl, you say okay, you meet this girl for example, you meet this girl for club, this girl they hide, they take many things, so this girl na steady opue, they give her steady, she like her hot, and you na person will say you don't like her hot, you go marry such girl. What do you expect? You go okay, say this girl, you don't feel stay with her, say opue for 2 days, and you na person will say you feel stay say for 3 days, opue, you go marry such girl. Abeg, may they tell ourselves the truth. This man contributes to the whole story, the whole mess. This man contributes to her. Before you marry any girl as a guy, just know okay, this girl and the person they say they like opposite steady, and you that person they like on steady, then don't travel, leave that woman, because immediately you travel, leave that woman. Now sorry, will come be your second name. Sure you understand? So let me go put to Mayowa and that guy with the Christ there. So I want me watch with the end. And before you marry, try not say okay. Marry a woman will say, now woman will say if you stay in 5 days, in a week, say even though you're not doke, nothing go happen. You understand? It depends on your job. You be saying you stay steady. She marry those only say every day they need that. But you must ready to get it straight, get the knock every day. Because if you don't get it straight knock every day, then they voila for the start. So you understand? Watch with the end. Me you see what Mayowa use atoto to do for both Nigeria and Obodo Igbo. Watch the video.
So you see this Robert and Mayowa story, it actually has a very big twist. Because many of you don't know, if you bring Robert, you bring Mayowa, you bring David, then you will have to bring Tolu. Yes, Tolu, a mother of two. Well, Tolu is David's wife, Mayowa's husband in Nigeria with kids. David's previous wife. And apparently Mayowa is a tyrant. She has reportedly slept with different men abroad, even supposedly broke a home. Yeah, so now you better grab your popcorn, click the follow button and listen attentively to the end of this video. You will learn a lot. So where you can see David and Mayowa's wedding shoot, so you have to ask yourself, what do these two actually have in common? They are both in the US, they are both abroad. While Mayowa's original partner Robert and David's original partner Tolu are both in Nigeria. Now this is 8 years ago. This is David and Tolu, the original wife. 8 years ago, then this is also David and Tolu, the original wife. So David is supposedly a gospel artist at that time, and presently is like a drummer to his church. As you can see, currently abroad is a drummer to his church. church. So 2019, David had a daughter with Tolu. 2021, he had another son with Tolu. So 2 kids before David moved abroad. Well, most of you didn't know this. This is what you see on social media. So you have to ask yourself, did David divorce the mother of his 2 kids in Nigeria? He's supposed first wife before actually trying to marry Mayowa, and this is his first wife, Tolu's current page, as you can see. But now Mayowa, most of you didn't even know that as at 11 years ago, it was Mayowa that actually asked Robert out. Okay, just watch yourself.
By the way, how long ago did you meet?
2015.
Okay, and you've been married for how long?
Since 2015.
Ah, you met on the same day and married on the same
We married 5 months after we got married.
Oh my goodness!
When you see what you want, I mean, she slid into my DM, so yeah.
Was that what happened?
Look, I'm a confident woman, okay?
So it was what happened?
I'm a confident
Answer
woman.
the question.
And when confident women want something, they just go for
Oh shit!
So we already have the information that the last time Robert saw Mayowa was in 2021 until last year that Robert saw Mayowa, and Mayowa actually went to do BBL, and that Mayowa was taking contraceptive so that she wouldn't get pregnant for Robert during the time of their 11 years long distance marriage. Now these are private chats between Robert and Mayowa. Now you should ask yourself, what are the escapades and the adventures that Mayowa had been up to all these years abroad, like all the men she had reportedly been with before deciding to actually settle for David. Well, a lady dropped a comment that actually caught attention. You see, I am sprinkled in sugar. She cheated with my ex-husband, so I believe everything he's saying, that my wife cheated with her ex-husband. So if you check her profile, look at that story. Now see, authorized user credit card that was opened by my ex-husband for Mayowa Lambe in late 2020. What? As at 6 years ago. Look, Mayowa Lambe, like Wells Fargo. So this lady's ex-husband actually was cheating with Mayowa while Mayowa was being married to Robert in Nigeria. Like she even got the lady's ex-husband to open a credit card for her, right? Actually, it can't be like say Mayowa been they used juju on this man, because she actually got the man to actually file and send the credit card to their matrimonial home, to his matrimonial home. Look, next slide. Further evidence, this card was mailed to my marital home, and to make matters worse, I continue to receive mail of other credit card offers for my Lambe. Like even the ex-husband was getting other credit cards, because this one is from Wells Fargo. This is women. Like what the F? Now to drop more proof, right? By I am sprinkled in sugar. Look at the picture her ex-husband, right? Took at a mall, and it's like this at the same mall. Mayowa on her page, she took the same picture too, so they snapped each other. This man was cheating on his wife with Mayowa, while Mayowa was cheating on Robert in Nigeria with this man. This I am sprinkled in sugar's ex-husband. Wow. Then look, another, you see, this is some of the credit card offers which could come to my former marital home in the name of Mayowa. Like, this man was supposedly opening different credit cards for Mayowa. A total sweet like that. Oh, sorry. Let's get back to business. Like now look, another, this is message between Yusuf Fatai, that's the name of the woman's ex-husband, aka Tunji or TJ, and Mayowa Lamb. Like their chat, see, thank you so much, sweetheart, fine, just woke up, how are you doing, cool, you're able to settle your rent. This morning, this man was actually paying Mayowa's rent. Baby boo, he claimed he never bought her the car, but what do I know? This man actually still bought Mayowa a car. Oh my, total sweet. Nothing you want tell me. Yeah? You can't tell say make David we get wife for Nigeria makes like Joshua Mayowa. I give it to this lady. So well, newsflash, if you're here to get your own free 3,000 naira, run now to Apple Store and Play Store, download Card Cosmic and register with my invitation code. It means you instantly get free 3,000 naira, and note that the minimum withdrawal is 8,000 naira. You can perform other stuffs on it. Go get your own money now. Let's continue. Now you need to understand that for the whole 11 years that Mayowa was with Robert was in Nigeria, Robert was actually sending money to Mayowa, and Mayowa actually later got a flatmate abroad, which Robert actually later found out that Mayowa was actually sleeping with. Mayowa, Robert was sending money for rent and other stuffs, and Robert was not making enough. It was just until last year that Robert was able to afford a Lexus RS 350, and for you to know some of the things that Robert was actually bottling up while being with Mayowa. Mayowa took a picture that Robert saw at this restaurant. You see Mayowa was sitting down, but actually on a tablet. If you zoom, you will see this picture of Mayowa sitting on a man's laps. Mayowa nothing you won't tell me. Total sweet. Cause some person thought say even fine. Girl, if you fine, make a total sweet. So like Robert don't see shaggy. But how did Mayowa now end up with David? David has a wife in Nigeria with 2 kids, but Mayowa didn't give it because she was, smarter using contraceptives. For example, look at this message that Mayowa, between Mayowa and Robert. Look at this down part. Robert, please, let's not do this. I can't anymore. We both know this is a struggle and I don't have any more strength or anything else to give. I cannot endure or manage the situation anymore. You know this has been on for a while. You know I have said this to you countless times that I'm sincerely exhausted. Wow. I slowly lost every affection, and you know it's not the first time I have expressed this, but you didn't exactly do anything. See, once a lady tells you she don't lose affection for you, you can never force her to love you. Most of you don't know this. Now, the first time I've ever this, but didn't have to do anything. Like, it's his fault. It's still, there was absolutely nothing left. I am not blaming you, but we now know, but we both know this is definitely not sudden. So please, I have given a lot of chances, and so have you, and I don't have the zeal, strength, nor willingness. No one deserves to be in an emotionless marriage, and I don't feel secure either. I haven't been for the longest. I choose me this time, so please let this be. You will be doing us a huge favor. You see, she choose she this time. Now she no agree, born for you. She they use contracept. Oh man, this guy don't suffer. But what? And funny enough, I was tagged there by the same I am sprinkled in sugar. Like, someone replied to our comment. This person said, yes, I know it's not Robbie you are talking about. Now another married man, we Mayowa did not. Like, Mayowa literally has, like, some people have, infos about her. Like, they know her history, right? Knacking history. The baby is morally bankrupt. Wallah, very athlete. She go show this new man too. She get Pro Max. David Abraham, the new husband, left his wife and kids. You see, some people know to go and be washing Mayowa's pants in America. A full married man, she go still complain of knacking frustration very soon. Person we have to do no they ever satisfy until she reaches 15th husband. Wow, crazy. Well, personally, one thing I've actually noticed is that marriage is actually beautiful if you actually grow with the right person. Because look at how these people were as at 8-10 years ago. They were slim, but now they're all chubby. Look at even David too, tattoo. Look at his handsome Abi, and look at Mayowa too. Even though she did BBL, but at least she don't think. Look at Tolu, David's wife in Nigeria with 2 kids. Look at how she's imagine say they date together. Now, one thing I actually think is wrong mostly is Mayowa and David, they are abroad, and most people don't understand that their partners in Nigeria, their visas might have been denied and they are unable to go meet their partners abroad. Look at Robert, for example. He might have been trying to go there because he would have been sending money, say make Mayowa do this, buy house, do all this, reportedly, right? But it is what it is. So my own is that with all this that has actually happened, with all the atrocity that Mayowa has actually committed with her Toto, for example, that home that broke with sprinkle sugar and like all the men she has reportedly slept with, the ones like she sat on. Now that she's trying to settle for David, and David is actually deciding to leave his family in Nigeria with 2 kids to now start with Mayowa, and they are both Christian. Like, these people are religious, right? Christian. David is a drummer in church, and some people are even commenting that it's Mayowa's 3rd marriage. I don't understand. Like, do you think this is actually cool? Do you think it's going to work? And do you think maybe David didn't know about Mayowa's past? If he had known, he wouldn't settle for Mayowa too? Like, what do you think is going on? This is crazy. Look at Robert. Robert has been crying. Went to Honest Bunch podcast too. That man was crying. Like, he's in 40s. No kid, right? So drop your own honest opinion in the comment section and click the follow button, subscribe, and call me back. This week is going to be hot, no worry. Yeah marriage, theory, especially those coming back.